Francesco Abbruzzino with the Scoop News. As you guys may or may not know, I put out a report on Sarasota Memorial and how well they're doing in terms of health safety. I think that was earlier this week. Today I'm doing Venice Hospital. What I'm going to do on this report, though, is I got some screenshots to show how they did in each area, which I'll show you guys in this report in a second. Also, I'm going to put the link to Leapfrog where you can check your own hospital because maybe your hospital isn't part of Sarasota or Venice. It's not on this report, and you'd like to know how the hell they're doing. Sarasota was an A. Unfortunately, Venice Hospital has dropped. Dropped back from a C down to, or from a B to a C. They were in a B range over spring, and that's changed, hasn't it? The hospital scored for dangerous blood clots, doctors ordering medicine, the computer, staff working, how are the nurse preventing errors. A lot of that stuff all dropped off, and they're not performing as well, which was, I think, surprising to some of the staff there because they were anticipating either retaining the B or probably doing even better, according to people like Bob Height, the marketing director out there. One area they are performing better where I hear a lot of stuff about Venice Hospital is MRSA. They're for some, I don't know if it's old wise tales, or if they used to have an issue there, but they're performing above average when it comes to controlling MRSA. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to get you guys on the screen. Let me set it up real quick here so you guys can view it better. And voila. And let us get you guys to that screen. Hold on a second. There we go. All right. So here's Venice Regional. This is the effective leadership to prevent errors. This hospital scored 120. Best hospital score is 120. The average is 117.14. So they have some effective leadership in preventing errors, which we all want. The errors are much more common, and hospital leaders don't make patient safety a priority. So apparently, Venice is making patient safety a priority. Enough qualified nurses. Again, they scored 100 out of a possible best score of 100. The average is 97.68, where patients receive the most of their care from nurses, not doctors. Now, when hospitals don't have enough nurses or nurses don't have the right training, patients face a much greater risk. So 2 great scores to be high on now. Especially trained doctors care for ICU patients. Ooh, God, look at that score. 15. The best is 100. Average is 49.17. Worst hospital score is 5. So they're not the worst, but 15 is not good. This is where the ICU is a special part of the hospital that provides care for extremely ill patients. So they lack their big time communications with the doctors. Best score is 96, average 91.16. Venice is below that with an 87. The worst is an 82. This is the patient's perspective of care, an important part of patient safety. So they basically feel that when we go there, we're just not getting the care that we expect or anticipate. And then also the communication with the nurses is at 86. The worst is 78. The average is 90. So Venice is below 90. Where patients' perspective of care are an important part of patient safety. So there you have it with the perception of care by both the doctors and nurses there. Doesn't seem to be that great. Lastly, responsiveness of the hospital staff. Worst is 63. Venice is at 77. Best is 94. Average is 84. Again, below it. And this is the perspectives of care are important, again, for the safety, the responsiveness of the hospital staff. The measures when they measure this when they look at the feedback from the patients, and it just isn't there. They feel that the hospital is not responsive enough to their needs, which it could be, I don't know. So I personally, let's see, when did I go there? I haven't been there for a couple years. Last time I was there, I got cut by some idiot that dropped in on me on a wave and sliced my foot with his fin. Ended up getting my whole foot infected. Gotta tell you, doctors were fine. The care wasn't that great, though. They stitched it up too tight. They caused infection to come back. $10,000, blah, blah, But sometimes, in my case, when you're bleeding everywhere and your foot's sliced and you're out in the Gulf, that's the only place you have to go, right? Am I right? Am I right? Okay. So I will put their Leapfrog so you can check your own hospital, or you can go check these out. I'll put these screenshots below this video on my website. And I'll also put Sarasota's report that I did the other day below it. Now on my website, the uncensoredreport.com. All right, everybody, have a great day.